challenges, in our opinion, seem to have overwhelmed our security institutions.
The governors are supposed to be the state security officers of their state.
There is need for us to at least engage the traditional rulers.
We need to do something about our porous borders.
We have to own it from the unit level to the ward level to the local government to state.
Mr. President, the importance of today for us is for us to take action.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Welcome to the program Inside the Senate. I am your regular anchor, Hussaina Amina Aboki. The passage of the about 20-year-old Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB, as well as the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010, Amendment Bill 2021, can be listed amongst the milestone achievements of the 9th Senate before proceeding on its 2021 annual recess. In our review of the Senate activities this week, we bring reports on the journey of these two bills to their eventual passage and what Nigeria and Nigerians stand to benefit from them. We also have a report on the review of the second reading of the Proceed of Crimes Bill, as well as a bill for the amendment of the process for the appointment of the EFCC chairman. Stay tuned for the details after the break. Don't go away.
The Senate to send a message to the President
to reap opportunities from that.
To raise a matter of urgent public importance.
And we are aware that when this particular motion comes up,
for a longer term development, arise to second the motion.
Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Welcome back. The Petroleum Industry Bill, PIB, dates back to 2008. The bill defied passage as a result of setbacks it suffered in past legislatures. Because of its importance, the 9th Senate included it in its legislative agenda, with members vowing to pass it once and for all. The 9th Senate exhibited commitment, following which the bill was put through all the necessary legislative processes leading to its first and second readings. Thereafter, it was referred to its Joint Committee on Petroleum and Gas to work on it. This included holding a public hearing and undertaking visits to various public and private refineries and other petroleum sites across the country. A report from these visits and consultations was presented to the Senate by the committee on Thursday, the 1st of July 2021. The committee chairman, Senator Muhammad Sabana Kudu, said the report contained 5 chapters.
Chapter 1 describes in great detail how to create an efficient and effective governing institution with clear and separate roles for petroleum industry. Establish a framework for the creation of a commercially oriented and profit-driven national petroleum company. Chapter 2 deals with the general administration of the entire value chain. It promotes the exploration and exploitation of petroleum resources in Nigeria for the benefit of the Nigerian people. Chapter 3 describes how to foster sustainable peace and prosperity within host communities. Provides direct social and economic benefits for the petroleum operations to host communities. Chapter 4, Mr. President, establishes a globally competitive and progressive physical framework which places Nigeria as a desired investment destination in Africa. Chapter 5 deals with miscellaneous provisions.
Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Ovie Omo Agege, sought an increase in allocation to the host group's development fund from 5% to 10% as demanded by the host communities.
I would still make the case, if possible, that we go a little bit more than the 5% already agreed. I understand we cannot get the 10%, Mr. President. I understand that. But that is a clamor at home. So I will plead, if there's a chance we can go a little bit more than 5%, we will be grateful.
The essence of supporting this bill is to also recall that I have made the same call for the same amendment of that bill. So if it goes to the the committee concerned, I think they will look at the two bills and then see how they can consolidate.
At this point, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timothy Silva, as well as the Group Managing Director of NNPC, Mr. Mele Kyari, alongside other stakeholders in the petroleum sector, were ushered into the chamber to witness proceedings held behind closed doors. At the end, the report on the bill was considered clause by clause in the Committee of the Whole, leading to its passage at third reading. Senate President Ahmad Lawan commented,
"We promise Nigerians that we will do our best to pass the petroleum industry bill that have then so far at that time defied passage or defied assent. At least the demons have been defeated in this chamber. We have passed the bill. I want to assure the petroleum industry in Nigeria that what we have passed is a very good balance of giving them the kind of clement environment for them to not only stay here, but even bring more foreign investors into the oil and gas industry in Nigeria."
As it were, the passage of the PIB is expected to, amongst other things, change the entire economic scope of Nigeria, enhance more resources as well as foreign direct investment, provide legal framework that would regulate the entire environment, ensure transparency in the administration of Nigeria's petroleum sector, development of host communities, as well as promotion of Nigerian content through an efficient regulatory framework. Meanwhile, after all these, the Senate constituted a conference committee to harmonize the differences between the Senate and House of Representatives versions of the already passed PIB. After a thorough job on the two versions of the bill, the chairman of the conference committee and leader of the Senate, Senator Yahya Abdullahi, while presenting the report, disclosed that the differences observed have been harmonized.
After the application of the differences in the bill as passed by the conference committee, we hereby recommend that the Senate and the House of Representatives do approve the above recommendations of its conference committee on a bill for an act to provide legal, governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry and the development of host communities and for related matters 2021.
There were, however, reactions to the clause relating to allocations to host communities.
The only points I don't truly agree, as maybe a minority but express my opinion, is the 3%, 5% for the host communities. As a senator representing the Rivers East Central District, I want to say that I am not part of that vote.
Another issue on the legislative agenda of the 9th Senate is the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010 Amendment Bill 2021, also read a third time and passed before the recess. Before work on the bill commenced on Wednesday, the 14th of July 2021, the Senate debunked speculation that the report on the bill has been doctored. Speaking after laying the report, Senate President Ahmad Lawan assured Nigerians that the Nigerian Senate would not indulge in such illegality.
Some of those accusing the leadership of the National Assembly are misinformed. My telephone line and that of the Honorable Speaker were published. In one day, I received over 900 SMS messages saying we have manipulated this. We didn't. We will do what is right. We have our procedures, and lobbying is part of democracy.
The bill seeks to holistically address all issues affecting the conduct of free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria. It was passed by the 8th Senate but was not assented to by President Muhammadu Buhari on grounds that the period the bill was passed was too close to the 2019 general elections. Presenting the report on Thursday, the 15th of July 2021, Chairman of the Committee on INEC, which worked on it, Senator Kabiru Gaya, highlighted its main objective.
The bill will seek to repeal the Electoral Act No. 6, 2010 as a result of the enormous number of proposed amendments. It addresses many loopholes in the electoral system by amending over 300 clauses, which include new provisions in the whole, the amendment by the 8th National Assembly, which was not assented by Mr. President, and a draft proposal from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as well as input from the retreat and technical committees and members of the Joint Committee.
This was followed by a clause-by-clause consideration of the report which took place in the Committee of the Whole. In the course of this, the issue of transmission of electronic results was raised by Senator Basi Akpan but rejected by the Deputy Whip of the Senate, Senator Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi. This led to a rowdy situation in the chamber. Normalcy was restored, the Senate went behind closed doors to deliberate on the matter, after which it was put to vote with the following results. Total votes cast, 80. Those in support, 52. Those against, 28. Those absent, 28. The Senate President did not vote. With this result, the issue of electronic transmission of election results was rested. Other contentious issues resolved by the passage of the new law are electronic voting, increased participation of women, youth, and the disabled in elections, enshrining the smart card reader in the legal framework of elections, regulation of elections expenditure, regulation and pegging of campaign expenses, as well as diaspora voting. In a related development, the Chairman, Senate Committee on INEC presented the committee's report for the passage of the Electoral Offences Commission Establishment Bill 2021. This was on Tuesday, the 13th of July 2021. In it, the Chairman enumerated some of the electoral impunities that the Commission would address when established.
To take those names in the register of voters, then illegal compilation of voters list, illegal printing and possession of voters card, illegal possession of voters card, illegal possession of ballot boxes, multiple voting, underage voting, ballot box snatching, etc. The current justice system for electoral offences is weak because INEC, which is saddled with overseeing the electoral process, is the same body saddled with prosecuting electoral offenders.
One contribution was taken in support of the bill.
INEC doesn't have the capacity to really prosecute. There is need to unbundle it. And the only way we can unbundle INEC is to set up the Electoral Offences Commission.
The report was considered in the Committee of the Whole, paving way for it to scale a third reading and its passage. The Senate President commented.
This is yet again another landmark legislation that this Senate has been able to pass, breaking the jinx and the demons are defeated too here. We believe that this will sanitize our electoral system and process, and we believe that INEC and indeed the state independent electoral commissions will be able to conduct their elections free of violence.
For now, let's open our notebook segment. Stand by for our topic of the week.
The rules guiding membership of Senate committees provide that each special and standing committee shall comprise of not less than 5 members and not more than 10 members, including the chairman and vice chairman. The rules also provide that no senator shall serve as a member of more than 3 committees, while committee chairmen shall not serve as members of more than 2 other committees. The rules, however, do not cover the selection committee, of which none of its members is allowed to be a committee chairman, but can serve as a member of other committees as provided for by the rules.
The only way out of the pandemic is for the population to observe the recommended measures advised by the NCDC. The Senate Committees on Health and Primary Health Care and Communicable Diseases will continue to engage with the Federal Ministry of Health and the Presidential Task Force on COVID
19.
Welcome back. In continuation of our review this week, we will also bring you a report on the efforts of the 9th Senate to complement the federal government in its campaign against corruption. One such effort was the consideration of the Proceeds of Crimes Bill 2021, an executive bill that seeks to, amongst other things, provide a comprehensive legal and institutional framework for the recovery and management of proceeds of crime or benefits derived from unlawful activities, as well as harmonize and consolidate the legal provisions on the recovery of proceeds and benefits of crime.
The Proceeds of Crime Bill.
The bill was presented by the Senate leader, who enumerated some of its objectives.
Establishment of an asset recovery and management unit in the Federal Ministry of Justice. 2. The opening of a central asset recovery that is final for future account and a central interim for future account in the Central Bank of Nigeria. This is to enable the federal government of Nigeria to track all recovered assets and the benefits derived therefrom.
The bill drew support and commendation for the federal government, particularly from the opposition.
It's not very usual to see me get up here and commend this government for bringing an executive bill that is in the interest of the country. But this is one of those bills that I want to commend the APC government for taking a step in the right direction so that we can deal comprehensively with the matter of corruption in Nigeria.
This is very, very important. It's at the heart of everything we are doing. That if we do it, this is the final thing that the world expects from Nigeria. If we do it, we will now, the qualification for Nigeria to become a member of financial assurance will be guaranteed. And so many other things are going to accrue to the country as a consequence of that.
With this, the bill scaled second reading and referred to the Committee on Anti-Corruption to report back as soon as possible. Similarly, another bill considered for second reading sought the amendment of the EFCC Act, titled Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC Act Alteration Bill 2021. It was sponsored by Senator Abba Moro. The amendment sought to limit the categories of persons to be appointed EFCC chairman to any serving or retired member of a government security agency not below the rank of an assistant commissioner of police or its equivalent in other services.
The one and only intent of this bill, Mr. President, is to alter the provision of Section 21A, Roman figure 123, of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Establishment Act. The said section makes provisions concerning who can be appointed as the chairman of the commission, and the category of persons is limited to serving or retired members of any government security or law enforcement agency not below the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police or its equivalent. The country is blessed with a lot of people with unblemished character and with cognate experience in fighting crimes who can lead the Commission to achieve the intent of establishing the Commission. Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria must be given a wider latitude to choose from among Nigerians of proven integrity once they have cognate experience.
While opposing the bill, Senator Adamu Alero adopted the recommendation of a committee established by President Muhammadu Buhari under retired Justice Ayo Salami, which advised that the commission's chairman be appointed from its staff members.
If you bring somebody from outside, he may not have the knowledge of what's happening in the EFCC. He has to start all over, irrespective of his experience in the police force or in other sister organizations like DSS or civil defense. So, Mr. President, I oppose the second reading of this bill for the simple fact that Mr. President had already acted on the advice given to him by the chairman that was set up to reorganize and restructure the EFCC in the name of retired Justice Ayo Salami.
I don't think the case has been made by anyone that you should bring somebody from the army or you should bring somebody from the
Air Force or whatever to come ahead become IG of police. I don't think that of EFCC should be any different. With the appointment and confirmation of Mr. Bauer, I think he's the first that rose through the ranks, to head that position.
Following this, the bill scaled second reading and was referred to the Committee on Anti-Corruption to report back as soon as possible. We will close the program as usual with our profile segment. Stay tuned for our Senator of the Week.
Senator James Ebiowo Manager represents Delta South Senatorial District. Born on the 9th of June 1960, he attended Epekiri Primary School in Obienama in Delta State for his first school leaving certificate and secondary school in Port Harcourt for his West African School certificate. For tertiary education, he attended Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for a degree in law. From there, he attended law school and was called to the bar in 1987. He also obtained a master's in law from the University of Lagos in 1989. He practiced as a lawyer in some law firms in Nigeria between 1987 and 1988. Senator James Manager joined politics and was elected chairman, Bomadi Local Government Area of Delta State in 1991. He also held the positions of Delta State Commissioner of Social Development from 1992 to 1993, Delta State PDP Chairman 1998 to 1999, Delta State Commissioner of Works and Transport 1999 to 2003. Senator James Manager later contested and won election to the Senate to represent Delta South Senatorial District and served from 2003 to 2007 under the PDP. He successfully ran for re-election in the 2011, 2015 as well as 2019 general elections and still representing his constituents in the Red Chamber. Senator James Manager is a member of several committees. At the national level, Senator James Manager is an awardee of the National Honor of the Member of the Order of the Niger, MON. His legislative interests include Niger Delta development, education, as well as national unity, among other things.
On this note, we end the program this week. Join us next week for another episode. Thanks for watching and continue to observe COVID-19 protocols and stay safe.